Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the project we're making today. This is week 2 of the 12 weeks of Halloween, and it's a cute little box. Okay, so let's go over the supplies. You're going to need a piece of basic gray cardstock that measures 8.5 by 10. So it starts out at 8.5 by 11. You're just going to have to cut off that 1 inch at the end. Then we've got 2 pieces of the Halloween Night Designer Series paper. This is the other side. And that measures 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. I've got a piece of Whisper White. This is actually for the ghost and the bat right here. And then another piece of Whisper White that is 3 1/8 by 1. And then basic gray 3 1/4 by 1 1/8. And those will be on the PDF that you can get free on my website. Okay? And while I'm at it, head over to my website, leave a comment. You'll get the supplies to make this box. We will go ahead and score it for you. We won't cut it, but we will score it, okay? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is place it on the Simply Scored scoring tool. And we are going to place it with the 8.5 is up here at the top. We're going to score it at 2 inches on both sides, okay? Then we're going to place it on the 10-inch side, which I normally call that the landscape side. And we're going to score that at 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. That is a lot of score lines. Okay, let's fold it on all of those lines. One more. Okay, I do have a template here, so let's turn it this way. On both ends, what we want to do is remove these sections, okay? So I'm just going to take my scissors. Okay, next, we're going to cut up to the score line on all, well, it's 2 of these. And we're going to do it on both sides, okay? Now, this middle piece here, what we want to do is trim that. And then give each side, the left and the right, a little trim. And we're going to do that on both sides. And I know you guys can probably hear Skittles upstairs. I'm bird sitting. I keep her on Wednesdays for Chase. Okay, so now we want to take our corner punch. And round the top of these. And I will say, when I was making this box, I went round and round and round and round on how to finish off the top of the box. And I'm just going to say there are lots of options, and if you want to choose a different option, feel free to do so. I'll explain that in just a second, okay? What I'm going to do now is get out my basic gray ink and this little spider web. I am using 3 stamp sets, and I apologize. I try to usually limit it to 2, but I just can't. So I'm using the spider web from the Spooky Fun, and then I'm using the Halloween image from Mr. Funny Bones. And then the rest of the images are coming from Sweet Home, okay? All of these will be available on September 1st. So I'm just going to stamp the spider web up here at the top on the handle. Okay, so now I'm going to take the basic gray ink with that spider web, and I'm just going to stamp up here at the top. And I actually thought about stamping off, but when I did, enough of it really didn't show up, so I'm not stamping off. But you can if you want to. Okay, now while I've got that, I'm going to go ahead and sponge the edges before I actually assemble the box. I love sponging. I think I used to say it was therapeutic, kind of like coloring. Okay, let's check it. I think I got all of it. Okay, so where you're going to put your adhesive is on these two pieces here. So I'm going to get my fast fuse. I say that. Let's try again. And then these two pieces here. So this side and then this side. Ha, I just ran out. Okay, I'm going to use my snail. So I'm just going to bring this up. And then bring this one up. And then this is just going to fold over just like that. I've made a box like this, except it was quite a bit smaller. So I made it larger to accommodate more candy. Okay, so here comes the dilemma that I faced, and it was how to close this thing. I mean, technically you could just give it just like that if you wanted to. The first time I made it, I put a circle, I used the circle punch and tied the ribbon there, but then I really didn't like how it looked. The next thing I did was I used one of our new punches, can't think of the name of it right this minute, and then it was too long, the hole was too big. So anyway, I decided on the stapler, and then we're just going to cover up the staple with ribbon, or baker's twine. So I'm just going to take two pieces of the baker's twine and make a cute bow. I have tried to film this video all day, and it just did not happen. Okay, so we're just going to add it right there with a glue dot. It's cute, isn't it? Now we're going to attach the paper, but what I'm going to do first is sponge the edges. So I already gave you the measurements of those in the beginning of the video. And I decorated the back just with the spider web and the Designer Series paper. I didn't stamp the image again and do all of that. So you can decorate the front, the back, the sides if you want. I love this paper. Isn't that cute? The paper just makes it. And then the stamp. See, I'm going to turn it over. You could completely decorate the back side just like the front. Okay, so this is our piece right here for our greeting. And I'm going to stamp that with the basic black ink. It looks like I might have smeared it. I can't tell. So I'm going to sponge it, and hopefully without smearing the ink. It doesn't dry as fast as the black stays on. And I'm just going to turn it over and add my snail. And then add it to the basic gray cardstock. Oh, and you know, I did actually sponge the basic gray layer too. It's so small, you almost can't even tell. Okay. So I added it to the front of the box using dimensionals. So just one on each end is fine. Uh-oh, I dropped them. That's okay, I don't need them on this anymore on this project. So that goes there. Thank you. Now we need to stamp the ghost and the bat, and I've got my okay, I put my framelits in here so I wouldn't lose them, because truth be told, I lost the bat earlier today, and yeah, I had to clean my desk because I couldn't find them, and then I still couldn't find them. Okay, so the ghost, I'm rattling. Skittles is making me a little stressed since she's very vocal. Okay, we're going to get the Big Shot out really quick. Okay, I've got the Big Shot, magnetic platform, and a cutting pad. I'm going to place the ghost on here first. Just like that. I think I can cut them both out at the same time, but I'm not sure. What I'm doing is lining up. I don't even know if I have this right. Yeah, I do. So I'm lining up this curve here with the top of his head. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And then run it through. So here's my little ghost. Isn't it so cute? And then now my bat. So I do need the paper piercer. It has these little holes, and you just cut it out, and I missed them. Look. So I got to start over. It's good that you guys saw that. Okay, I'm going to re-stamp that little bat real quick. So I moved the Big Shot out of the way. Okay. And then let me get the Big Shot back. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this placed. So the Sizzix words is going to be upside down. Yeah. My tip is if you look and you can see the black dots through, you can see the holes. If you can see the black and no white, then that usually means that you have it lined up, okay? Let's see. Yeah, I see all dots, or all black, I should say. And then now I'm going to run it through. Okay, so flip that over, and I'm just going to take the paper piercer and poke on those little holes, and you can see that it turned out perfect. Just remember to make sure that when you look through there that you can see all black and no white, and the Sizzix will be upside down. If you turn it over, you can actually see. Okay? Let me get this out of the way. Okay, get my box back over here. So we're just going to attach the ghost. Well, we're going to attach both of them just with glue dots. So there's the little ghost. And the bat actually just needs a smidge or a little bit of the glue dot. So you can just roll it up into a little teeny tiny ball and place it right there on his body. And it kind of pops him up a little bit, which makes it look even cuter. And then the final step is I'm going to add some rhinestones. You don't have to do this step. And I almost didn't. I put them on, I took them off, I put them on, I took it off. And the reason I decided to add them is because I just couldn't not have some bling on this project. So I decided to keep them on there, but you don't have to. One there and one there. Yeah, first I put one on each side and it looked a little funny. Laura and I had a good laugh. Uh-oh. Let's get this one. Okay, so here's the one I just made. The bat looks like he's flying away. And here's my original. They look the same, I think. Cute. Okay, so what I was saying earlier is you could put a hole up here and tie your ribbon instead of using the stapler. But I really love our stapler. Okay, have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye.